we would like to introduce you to the Los Angeles Police Department's Air Support Division. Hello, this is Pete Demetrio. For the next few minutes, I will be your guide through a day in the life of the Air Support Division. A typical day begins long before the first helicopter takes off in the morning. Air Support Division's fleet of helicopters must be meticulously maintained. Maintenance personnel must constantly monitor the helicopter's performance and keep them mission ready. The city's FAA-certified maintenance and avionics repair facility handles most repairs in-house, thereby reducing operating costs to the city. Education is a high priority at Air Support Division. Primary pilot and tactical flight officer training is conducted on-site by Air Support Division's highly skilled instructors. Continuing education is essential. In an effort to meet the growing needs of the city of Los Angeles, Air Support Division recently implemented a first responder helicopter rescue program. The department's command staff recognize the importance and usefulness of this program as a natural extension of the division's support role. Flight crews are typically the first personnel to arrive at the scenes of life-threatening emergencies. Air Support Division personnel undergo rigorous training, including advanced first aid instruction for all officers. Air Support Division flight crews must be prepared to conduct rescues from atop burning buildings, from earthquake-damaged structures, at the site of aircraft water crashes, and a host of other emergencies. In an effort to provide the best service to the city, air crews train regularly to keep their skills razor sharp. After roll call, flight crews prepare for their shift. Each helicopter crew is comprised of a pilot and an observer called a tactical flight officer. Located just southeast of downtown Los Angeles atop the Piper Technical Center, Air Support Division occupies the largest rooftop heliport in the United States. From this strategic location, Air Support Division is able to maintain helicopter coverage over the city's 18 geographic areas. Weather permitting, air crews respond to emergency calls 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The dedicated men and women of Air Support Division log more than 20,000 flight hours each year.
Clear.
Central BCC, Air 11 radio check.
Air 11 on clear.
While the pilot's primary responsibility is flying the helicopter, both crew members constantly survey the ground below for any signs of trouble. During the last year, air support flight crews identified more than 120 previously unreported fires while continuing to monitor their police radios for emergency calls for service.
Yeah,
While the division began in 1956 as an aid to traffic control, the benefits of helicopters and other aspects of police work soon became apparent. In the 1960s, Air Support Division instituted the ASTRO program. ASTRO stands for Air Support to Regular Operations.
Angela, over there.
Air 11's over the pursuit. Shop 178, you're coming up on stop traffic, third lane. You're making a right-hand turn in the shopping center parking lot. Shop 452, make a right-hand turn, stop at the next corner. Okay, guys, getting ready to bail.
Helicopters offer police a unique visual advantage that cannot be matched by ground units alone. This advantage is proven many times each day. Air crews direct ground officers and alert them to potential hazards. They are able to track suspects on foot or in cars, free from the constraints of street traffic.
Southbound, the traffic lanes towards you. Air 11, the suspect's now running southbound on the sidewalk. I've got officers in foot pursuit. Housing authority unit, stop right there.
The result is safer pursuits, fewer injuries, and reduced liability to the city. Last year, air crews accounted for more than 8,000 felony arrests.
Suspects in custody, all frequencies cleared.
Thanks there, unit.
The helicopter has proven itself invaluable for locating and identifying suspects in densely populated neighborhoods, rough terrain, and those areas where the visibility of ground units is impaired.
Block is going to be at Western and Washington.
I know right where it is.
I don't have any activity at that location.
Suspects rarely escape capture once the air crew makes visual contact.
I have them. They're at Washington and Arlington.
Utilizing their training and experience, air crews direct ground personnel in a manner that reduces the risk of injury to both officers and citizens.
December on 20th, Arlington, 20th.
Able to respond at speeds of up to 150 miles an hour, Air Support Division flight crews arrived first at the scene of more than 15,000 police incidents last year. The air crew directs ground units, enabling them to quickly set up an effective perimeter with the fewest resources necessary.
Thanks, airship, we got him.
The presence of the air unit maximizes the effectiveness of ground units, thereby reducing the amount of time and resources devoted to an incident. This results in more ground units being available for other duties and significantly reduces the response time of the LAPD's patrol units. To further enhance the flight crew's effectiveness, air support helicopters are equipped with a low-jack vehicle recovery system.
Request information on LoJack 1 King 4862. Air unit, shop 688, we're right below you and LoJack equipped. Can we help you? Roger, shop 688, I got a call.
Helicopters cover greater distances than ground units, and the low-jack signals are not impeded by ground structures. Air Support Division has been very successful recovering stolen vehicles.
Air 11, I've shop 688 following code 37 vehicle in the alley east of Vignes, north of 1st.
2047 is going code 6 in the alley east of Vignes, north of 1st on license 1 Sam Adam Lincoln 432. I have a plane unit with me in the area. It's overhead.
Air 11, advise all units respond eastbound in the alley from Vignes. Air 11, code 4, sufficient units only.
Air Support air crews assisted in the recovery of nearly 3,000 stolen automobiles last year.
2047, code 4, suspect in custody. Thanks, air unit.
Lynn, let's head in for that special flights briefing.
Air Support flight crews typically respond to more than 43,000 calls for service every year. Their enviable safety record is among the best in the nation, having logged more than 100,000 consecutive accident-free flight hours.
KB7, Air 11, holding over Dodger Stadium for landing.
Air 11, winds light out of the south. No other reported traffic.
Roger, we're coming in.
While apprehending criminals is a high priority, Air Support Division's primary mission is the protection of the citizens of Los Angeles and their fellow police officers who serve them. The men and women of air support are police officers first. They typically fly in all but the most inclement weather. Flight crews conduct risk analyses prior to each flight. They make every effort to respond when someone's life is in jeopardy, but only after weighing the risks to the citizens and themselves. Air Support Division Special Flights Unit is responsible for assisting the specialized units of the LAPD with surveillance operations. These units include Narcotics Major Violators, Robbery Homicide, and Burglary Auto Theft Division. The Special Flights Unit also assists with dignitary motorcades, photo flights, and transportation requests. The Special Flights Unit also operates fixed-wing aircraft to transport detectives conducting investigations throughout the southwestern United States. Special Flights also transports prisoners and material witnesses crucial to criminal investigations and trials.
Navajo 5179er Charlie, clear for takeoff.
The Special Flights Fixed-Wing program represents a vital service provided to the police department. Last year, the Special Flights Unit received more than 1,000 requests for service. The unit also assisted in the seizure of nearly $2 billion in contraband, most of which would not have been possible without the assistance of Special Flights. Undercover surveillance is difficult and dangerous, but with the visual advantage afforded by Special Flight Section, surveillance is made safer and more productive.
Air 11, loud and clear. Winds light out of the south, no other reported traffic.
Air 11's off Cooper to the south, turning out westbound.
Officers assigned to the Special Flights Unit have developed high-altitude surveillance techniques that have become the standard for all law enforcement air units throughout the United States.
9Y320 Air 11 set your way, 1 minute ETA. Air 11 has a vehicle eastbound Alameda, no cover now. The vehicle made a right turn into the parking lot. He's meeting up with a tan four-door vehicle. That's our suspect. Thanks, Air Unit. Couldn't have done it without you.
During major unusual occurrences such as riots, earthquakes, floods, and fires, Air Support Division plays a crucial role as an information gathering tool for the city's emergency response efforts. Air Support Division helicopters are able to transmit live video to all of the department's 18 geographic patrol divisions, all of the department's mobile command post fleet, and the City Emergency Operations Center. This allows officials to make well-informed decisions in a timely manner. One might think that as the sun sets on the city, the role of the Air Support Division becomes less important. In fact, just the opposite is true.
Okay, 33 north here, lovely. That's running north. You have officers. West in 1 block.
With the use of cutting-edge technology, the air unit's role is even more critical at night.
Southbound through the house is suspect number 1, male black, white shirt, tan pants. Number 2, male black, dark shirt, gray pants. 1343, 841 responding. All units switch to next step.
Air 11, I need a perimeter at Vernon, McKinley, 45th and McKinley, 45th and Stanford, Stanford and Vernon. I also need units mid-block on Vernon and 45th. Okay, your perimeter looks tight. I don't see anything with the night sun. Give me a minute while I warm up the floor. Okay, I got the floor fired up. Looks like I got 2 hot spots I need you to check out. Okay, the first hot spot's going to be 5 houses east of Stanford, north side of 45th. It's a white house with gray trim. It's directly north of shop 475.
Equipped with a forward-looking infrared camera or FLIR, the flight crew can literally see in the dark.
Okay, he's going to be at the rear of that house, behind the only bush on the west side of the garage. Be careful, there's no cover while you approach. This looks good. The bush is really glowing, guys. Again, use caution. This guy's supposed to be armed. You've got no cover. Okay, guys, that's the bush.
Because the FLIR camera recognizes the heat signature of any object, suspects are readily visible when outdoors, even when hiding beneath the cover of trees and bushes. The FLIR is also used to recover weapons and other evidence discarded by fleeing suspects.
First suspect in custody.
In the hands of a skilled tactical flight officer, the FLIR system is a formidable tool in the war against crime. Once the suspect is located with the FLIR, the flight crew can activate the helicopter's spotlight, called a night sun. The night sun is another tool utilized by air support to maximize its effectiveness during the night.
Audience known frequency standby, 99 is in pursuit, possible 187 vehicle eastbound, Victory approaching Woodman.
Air 11, we're over the pursuit.
The night sun generates 50 million candle power. It both illuminates the suspects for ground officers and alerts the suspects to air support's presence.
He's approaching a dead end. He has nowhere to go. Use caution, guys. Air 11 officers are code 6, 7600 block of Marietta at the dead end. The result? Criminals are arrested in less time and with less threat to ground personnel and the community. Outstanding job, Van Nuys units. We'll talk to you later.
We hope you now better understand the critical role the Air Support Division plays in the daily operations of the Los Angeles Police Department. The service provided by the dedicated men and women of Air Support Division help make the city of Los Angeles a safer place to live and work.
So how'd it go today?
Just another day in the office, Sarge.